one day we managed a massive, we averaged a massive 2 kilometers an hour.
What type of altitude? You were probably up at what, 13, 14,000 feet? I don't know.
Yeah, about
13, 14,000 feet. Basically pushing mountain bikes up the side of cliffs. Am I correct?
Yeah, up glaciers. And then we get to a river. And we couldn't walk across. The river was too fast flowing. But fortunately, Tina, being a mountaineer, had the foresight to pack ropes and carabiners. So they erected this rope pulley mechanism across the rivers, tied to rocks. So we pulleyed our bikes across, and then each pannier went across, and then each person would cross. Yeah, it was quite amusing until we ran out of food. And then, luckily, actually, we came across a farmhouse, and the farmer agreed to slaughter a goat for us. So we had goat for dinner and breakfast and lunch and dinner. No, it was fantastic, and it was a honeymoon that I'll never forget.
How many days was this honeymoon?
It was a week, just over a week.
So most people could call this a training camp, not a honeymoon. Basically, you're up at 13, 14,000 feet, pushing a bike up the side of a cliff for 10 days or 7 days up in the middle of nowhere. That's unbelievable. So what's your schedule going to look like for next year? What are you thinking about?
In terms of races, I haven't actually committed to any races, but I will do 3 Ironman, and they will be scheduled as they were this year. So there'll be a March-April race, a July race, and then Kona if they'll have me back, and then
I think they'll have you back.
Just a dance at the finish line.
Yeah, you are a good dancer at the finish line.
You've seen my moves. And then there'll be maybe at least three 70.3s, and a couple of Olympic distance races as well.
All right. And last year when we had you on radio, we talked about, this course record is something that, Paula feels you can get. Paula thinks you can go 8:48, and down the line there, you felt that you could go faster. Now that you've broken the course record, how fast do you think you can go?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to think that I can continue to improve in all 3 disciplines, and I think that I can definitely go faster. A lot depends at all of these races on the conditions, of course. I don't really want to specify.
Oh, come on! There's nobody here. You guys won't tell anybody, right? This is between us. We're friends.
I definitely think I could break 8:50.
That's pretty. So your record right now is pretty soft, is what you're saying.
I think I need to work on the latter half of my marathon, and I think that's where I can make the biggest, the biggest gains. But like I said, records are meant to be broken. That's what they're there for, and I want to show really what women can do in sport, and that we can narrow the gap between the women and the men. And I hope that one day my records fall, even in the not too distant future, because it will show that, improvements are being made. And I don't think those improvements are necessarily down to improvements in technology. I think they really are down to the inner self-belief of athletes that believe now that they can go faster, and that they can go, that they can go faster, and that records can be broken. And I hope that myself and Marinda and others are leading the way in that respect.
Perfect. Hey, everyone, how about a big round of applause for the 3-time Ironman World Champion, course record holder, undefeated,
Chrissie Wellington.